And when they had crucified him, they divided his clothes among them, casting lots for them. And sitting down, they began to keep watch over him there. And they set up over his head the charge against him, which read, "This is Jesus, the King of the Jews." When those who crucified Jesus called him a king, it was not a mark of respect, but a taunt, an insult. He had not lived up to their expectations of a king. He had not led mighty and glorious battles against the oppressors. He had not changed things, or changed the things they wanted changing. What do we expect of a king? Are we any different from those who crucified Jesus? We expect a king to arrive in state, to make his presence felt with pomp and ceremony, to be distant and untouchable, well known but unknown. But our king arrived on a donkey, in the midst of a rabble, crushed by friends and smothered by palm leaves. His presence was felt, but not welcomed by all. We expect a king to be surrounded by servants, to want for nothing. But our king kneels and washes our feet, and challenges us to do the same. We expect a king to be announced with a fanfare, an attention-grabbing blast of noise. But our king was greeted only by denial and desertion, and the crowing of a cockerel. We expect a king to be circled with guards, bright in their best livery, prepared to protect and defend, not to be surrounded by soldiers, ready only to torture, taunt, and torment. We expect a king whose life runs easily, for whom doors are opened and carpets smoothed, not one who stumbles and falls amidst laughter and jeers. We expect to see a king crowned with glory, displaying the might of the kingdom. But we get a king crowned with thorns, showing God's grace and humility. We expect a king to carry emblems of state, the orb and sceptre of authority and power, not an instrument of torture, on the way to his own execution. Yet even these glorious symbols of earthly power are surmounted by the cross, which, however bejewelled and ornate, is still a symbol of weakness and failure. Our failure to comprehend, to understand, to embrace grace that exceeds our expectations, love that never gives up, even in the darkest times and places, strength made perfect in weakness. We expect a king, but we were sent God's own Son, to turn our expectations upside down, and to welcome us into God's kingdom, by love, by grace, with humility and compassion.